Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Now, from Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, in the capital city of Spain, welcome to Madrid, and this is EA Sports, continuing coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins.
Game to kick off for Washington.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go for the first ever NFL game in Madrid. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Play action now. Ewers. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go. On play action, here's Ewers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And now it's going to be third down. Throwing from the gun is Ewers. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Ikhine. They picked up 17 through the air. Good for a Dolphins first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Achane. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Miami.
1st and 10.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Achane, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Dolphins 7, Commanders nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. The motion man here is McClure. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Eckler. And you'll have a Commanders first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. He gets free, and he will score. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play right after the catch. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Okay, break. Let's go.
1st and 10 for Ewers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Dolphins first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Ewers. This throw right side, and he'll be out of bounds.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Liking 18. Steady.
Right to the air is Daniels. Forced out to his left. Given 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's fielded at the 34. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag routes to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Daniels, flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right is Brown. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Come on, come on.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Daniels looking to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
18 cards, go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go.
Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. The Dolphins at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well all 3 phases of the game. But I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Waller taking it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready! Ready!
Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Come on.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Eckler now between the tackles. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his leg up.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Here we go.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Commanders 12, Dolphins 8. Matt Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and a couple. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Warren. And they showed off the athletic juice. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
To kick off for Washington.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.